Maddie's Fridge, written by Lois Brandt, illustrated by Vin Vogel. When Sophia and Maddie played at the park, they stretched their toes to the sky. They climbed to the top of the ladder and flew off the end of the slide. They stayed until the buildings grew long shadows, and even the taxis stopped honking. "Let's play on the climbing wall," Maddie said. "No way," Sophia said. "I can't reach." "Yes way." Maddie scooted to the top of the wall. "Your turn." Sophia put a foot on the bottom rock, grabbed with one hand, and stretched, but she couldn't reach the next hold. Sophia's stomach growled. "I give up. Let's get a snack." "No way," Maddie said. "Let's stay here." "Yes way." Sophia ran to Maddie's building and raced up the stairs. "Wait!" Maddie ran after her. Maddie was the best climber, but Sophia was the fastest runner. Sophia swung open the door of Maddie's fridge. "What have you got?" "We have milk," Maddie said. "I'm saving it for Ryan. He's still little." "Why doesn't your mom go to the store?" Sophia asked. "We don't have enough money." "But what if you get hungry?" "We have some bread," Maddie said. "I guess I'll go home to eat," Sophia said. "Please don't tell anyone," Maddie said. "Okay. Promise?" "I promise." Sophia ran home, past the grocery store, and past the bookstore. The sun went behind the buildings and took all the colors with it. "Good timing," Mom said. "Dinner's almost ready." Lois was wrestling on the floor with Pepita. Sophia opened the refrigerator door. Pepito peeked inside. Sophia's fridge was full of milk and eggs and tortillas and cheese and lettuce and jam and salsa and tofu and even a half a can of dog food. "Here you go," Mom said. Sophia and Lois each had a plate of fish and rice. Mom had a plate of fish and rice. Even Pepito had a bowl of dog food and a little bit of fish and rice. Maddie and Ryan only had some bread and a small carton of milk. Sophia couldn't tell Mom. She had to keep her promise to Maddie. "Not fish again," Lois said. "I want cheesy pizza bombs." "Cheesy pizza bombs are a treat," Mom said. "Fish is a good source of protein." "Is fish good for kids?" Sophia asked. "Yes," Mom smiled. "Fish is perfect for kids." That night, Sophia had an idea. "Yuck," Maddie said the next day. "Oh," Sophia said, "double yuck. Fish may be good for kids, but fish is not good for backpacks." After school, Sophia and Maddie raced to the climbing wall. Sophia got there first, but Maddie scrambled past her to the top of the wall. Sophia stretched and stretched. "Keep trying," Maddie said. "You'll get it." "I can't." Sophia jumped down. "It's too high." That night, Sophia, Lois, and Mom had frittata. Pepito had his dog food with a little bit of frittata. Maddie and Ryan still had an empty refrigerator. Sophia couldn't ask for help. That would break her promise. She had to try again. "Are eggs good for kids?" Sophia asked. "Not as good as cheesy pizza bombs," Lois said. "Cheesy pizza bombs are a treat," Mom said. "Eggs are good for you." After dinner, Sophia packed eggs for Maddie and Ryan. "Yuck," Maddie said. "Double yuck," Sophia said. "Eggs may be good for kids, but eggs are not good for backpacks." Sophia and Maddie raced to the climbing wall. Sophia won again, but Maddie shot past her to the top of the wall. Sophia grabbed one hold and reached for the next and came down with a thump. "That happens sometimes," Maddie called. This is impossible, Sophia said. Keep trying, Maddie said. You'll get it. That night, Sophia, Lois, and Mom had burritos. Pepito had his dog food with a little bit of burrito and no salsa. Maddie and Ryan still had an empty fridge. Sophia wished she hadn't promised Maddie. Are burritos good for kids? Sophia asked. Burritos are very good for you, Mom said. Not as good as, Louis started to say. You should pay attention to nutrition like your sister, Mom said. The next morning, Sophia put 2 burritos in her backpack along with tortillas, beans, cheese, and even some milk. No thanks, Maddie said. You haven't even looked, Sophia said. Is it fish? Maddie asked. No. Is it eggs? No. Is it gross? I don't know, Sophia said. Maddie shook the backpack. Something sloshed. Let's look together, Maddie said. 1, 2, 3, go. Burritos are good for kids and good for backpacks, too. Do you want some milk? Sophia asked. Thanks, Maddie. Thanks, Maddie said. I'll save the milk for Ryan. Sophia and Maddie raced to the climbing wall. Sophia won as usual and tried to climb. You can do it, Maddie said. Take my hand. Woohoo! I made it to the top, Sophia shouted. We're the tallest kids in the park, Maddie said. Thanks for helping me, Maddie. I couldn't do it alone. Maddie shrugged. That's what friends are for. After they finished playing, Sophia walked home past the bookstore and the grocery store. Her own fridge was full of milk and juice and chicken and yogurt and bread and carrots and even a half a can of dog food. She thought and she thought. Maddie's fridge only had 2 tortillas and a cup of beans and a bit of cheese and a little more milk than before. Sophia didn't want to break her promise, but she couldn't help Maddie alone, Sophia told. She hoped Maddie wouldn't be mad. I'm glad you told me, Mom said. Let's see what we can do together. They loaded grocery bags with milk, flour, chicken, carrots, sugar, oil, and even some frozen meat and vegetables. Louis pulled his package of cheesy pizza bombs out of the freezer. He thought and he thought and he thought some more. Then he put his cheesy pizza bombs in Maddie and Ryan's bag. For a treat, he said. At Maddie's apartment, the moms talked. Louis and Ryan played. Sophia and Maddie ran to the park. You broke your promise, Maddie said. I'm sorry, Sophia said. Are you mad? Promise is important, Maddie said. You're more important, Sophia said. I wanted you to have milk too. Maddie smiled. Are we still friends? Sophia asked. Always, Maddie said. Double always, Sophia said. Cheesy pizza bombs, Louis yelled. Our moms made cheesy pizza bombs for a treat. Sophia and Maddie raced up the stairs. Sophia slowed down so they could run together. That's what friends are for. Let's help friends who have empty refrigerators. Do you have a friend or a classmate who never eats breakfast and doesn't bring food for a snack at school? Tell a parent or a trusted adult. When you have a friend over to play, offer some fruit and a glass of milk. You can even make them cheesy pizza bombs. Go to maddiesfridge.com for the recipe. Make posters encouraging people to give food or money to your local food bank. Ask permission to put your posters up in grocery stores, libraries, and schools and businesses. 1 out of every 5 kids in the United States is at risk of having an empty fridge like Maddie's. Volunteer with your family or class at a local food bank, pantry, shelter, or community kitchen. Ask your local food bank what foods they need, then organize a neighborhood or school food drive for those items. Your little brother or sister's wagon is perfect for collecting donated foods. Talk to your friends, teachers, and parents about ways to fight childhood hunger. The more we talk about empty refrigerators, the few there will be. Maddie's fridge.